8 Biggest Changes Jack Reacher Never Go Back makes to the Lee Child's book, Jack Reacher. Never Go Back wasn't exactly the most book-accurate film, with quite a number of elements differing entirely from the source material. The sequel to 2012's Jack Reacher, Never Go Back adapted another novel in Lee Child's critically acclaimed book series, simply titled Never Go Back. Jack Reacher Never Go Back wasn't a success, commercially or artistically, and much of its failures could be owed to the many deviations it makes from the source material. Never Go Back had quite the complicated plot to adapt, which becomes clear when comparing the narratives of the book and the film. Not only that, but the movie quizzically decided to entirely upend the order of characters in the Jack Reacher series, heavily altering some while altogether removing others entirely. The film also added its own original elements to the story, further complicating matters. At the end of the day, the film released by director Edward Zwick might as well be a different story entirely, sharing only the name of Child's book. Jack Reacher's description differs from Cruz. One of the most immediately obvious and striking changes from the Jack Reacher novels to the Tom Cruise film adaptations is the casting of Cruz himself. The books make it clear that Jack Reacher is a behemoth of a man at 6'5" tall and 250 pounds, an unsubtle wall of muscle. Meanwhile, Tom Cruise is famously short, standing at 5'7", with dashing good looks that aren't attributed to Lee Child's original character. Cruz also plays Reacher in a more suave, Bond-like manner that clashes with his book personality. To correct this, the highly regarded Reacher TV series cast Alan Ritchson as Jack Reacher, a much more book-accurate portrayal helped by Ritchson's massive, muscular 6'3" frame. That being said, the Cruz movies got some things right about Reacher, as evidenced by series author Lee Childs himself making a cameo appearance as a security guard that waves Cruz's version through, meta-contextually giving his blessing to the portrayal. But Reacher's size and behavior is still a jarring difference from the book in the second film. As if the espionage story of false accusation and dangerous smuggling operations weren't enough, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back also juggles a poignant plotline revolving around Samantha, a teen girl claiming to be Reacher's long-lost daughter. In both the book and the film, Reacher is hit by her claims of parentage early on in the story, but the film places far more importance on this aspect of the narrative. In the novel, Samantha is a distant subplot that bookends the rising action of the more dangerous main story. The film ties both plotlines together much more closely, getting Samantha caught up in the chaos of Reacher's life while placing far more importance on the question of whether or not Reacher is truly her father. The scene in the book that answers this question is far more unceremonious, with Reacher simply uncovering a false birth certificate undermining the false parentage claim. In the film, Reacher instead takes the time to have a face-to-face meeting with Sam, who genuinely believes Reacher could be her father. One character other than Reacher himself that is adapted from the novel in Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, is the determined Major Susan Turner. Commander of the 110th Military Police Special Investigations Unit, Turner is one of Reacher's few allies in both versions of the story, the two helping each other clear their names as they're both falsely accused of crimes they didn't commit. In the book, the events of Never Go Back are the first time Reacher canonically meets Major Turner, only working with her for as long as is necessary.